Hello everyone, how are you doing? I'm doing great.
I got myself a pair of orochimaru earrings. I've always admired them, and now I have myself a pair, so that's very exciting. They came yesterday. Maybe I am slowly being pulled into the cult. You know, it's like, make me stronger, Snake Daddy. But no, orochimaru is just too evil for me, I think. This week I don't have much time to record a video, so I'm only going to cover about 3 episodes. I am very excited to see how Naruto, Shikamaru, and Kiba are going to handle the sound ninjas. So let's not waste any time and get right into it.
We begin with Kiba and Akamaru. He's confused because he's been hitting the sound ninja but seemingly not doing any damage. Akamaru transforms into Kiba and they do the fang over fang move. This dog is a very impressive ninja.
What's with this guy? Gah! What the?
Why, this is perfect, Zakon. There's one of them for each of us.
So I've been suspecting that there was another person on his back. Is this like a twins situation? Do they share the same body perhaps? I'm very intrigued to know more of the explanation of what's going on with them. I did not expect his foot. Was it his foot to go through his belly? So we'll see what's going on there.
Kabuto is surprised that their ninjas are taking so long, and both he and Orochimaru don't think it's because the leaf ninjas are delaying them, but because the sound ninjas are too busy enjoying the fight. Sakon, who is the silver-haired guy, apparently has quite a temper and believes himself to be the strongest of the sound ninjas, so now I am very nervous for Kiba and Akamaru. Also, this short grey-haired version of Orochimaru is still pretty weird to me. He's definitely much calmer now that he's not in constant excruciating pain. I kind of expected him to be angrier at his ninjas for not bringing Sasuke home in time. Kimimaro calls all of Naruto's clones trash that he's going to take out, and Naruto is so angry, he's fuming, and so determined to rescue Sasuke.
I think this is the most intimidating and impressive that we've seen Naruto be so far. Him to manifest the fox characteristics not only in himself, in his original self, but in all of the shadow clones as well, feels like a big deal to me.
Somewhere else in the forest, Hayuya plays a melody of death on her flute, and it sounds really good, to be honest. Her very own siren song. It's great to see another sound-focused jutsu. She controls these 3 big monster guys she summoned with the flute and pushes Shikamaru further and further back. And she's utilizing the power of her curse mark right away.
My brother and I get along really well. Usually, Ukon just sleeps inside of me. He can poke his arms, legs, and head out of anywhere in my body to either attack or defend. Just like this!
So it is a twins situation. I do find it quite weird to see a fist coming out of his head like that. Very strange to think of having your sibling inhabiting your body all the time, just asleep. But to each his own. Clearly, they've made it work.
Sakon and his twin go to phase 2 of the curse mark and fully look like monsters. Again, I wonder, is this what's going to happen to Sasuke? Without the 2 heads, of course. Kiba is feeling the pressure and thinks they're done for. And no, don't say that, young man. I wish that he could see Neji and everything that he just went through and be inspired to do the same thing himself. Akamaru wants to use a move that will completely decimate their chakra, and he is understandably hesitant to do that. And then Akamaru bites his hand. How can you say we'd be doing it for nothing? How can you not give this fight everything that we've got? And yes man, Akamaru's got that Neji spirit. The twins charge and Akamaru stands in front of Kiba, barking. Oh, what a sweet puppy. Akamaru's bite did the trick and Kiba decides they're going to use the technique.
Inuzeka style! Man-Beast transformation combo!
expecting that. I was not expecting them to merge together to form a two-headed wolf creature. That is very cool. Unexpectedly cool. My mouth actually dropped open when they did that. Oh, go Akamaru and Kiba. Oh, awesome.
Wolf bang over bang!
My goodness, guys, he split them in two! Well done, boys.
Careful, kid, don't get ahead of yourself.
I was not expecting them to, number one, be torn in half. Right? We haven't seen something like that in Naruto yet. Secondly, I was not expecting them to grow another half of their bodies and become two people, which means we have made the situation worse for ourselves, Kiba and Akamaru. Ooh, I did not like that effect, the effect of their bodies growing. You know, that made my skin crawl.
They make a comment that implies they purposefully split in two to avoid receiving the full brunt of the attack. Which sucks because I thought that they got hit so hard they split in two. But no! And now, there's two of them and Kiba and Akamaru can only do this attack one more time. They're tracking the twins by scent because they can't see in this form. Luckily, they have an excellent sense of smell, and also Akamaru marked them when he did that spinny thing in the air. So, this plan is quite well thought through. Just as they're taking another go with this powerful attack, the twins summon their own defense, which is like a big gate, and they dent it with their brute strength. And the twins admit that the gate is very strong, so it would have taken a lot of power to make a dent that significant. Akamaru spits something into Sakon's eye, maybe like acid or something, and definitely an irritant, and he's in a lot of pain. So he's kind of out of the picture for now, but where is the other one?
Boo! Looking for someone, kid?
That boo was directly targeted at me because I got a shock. Why is he in Kiba's body now? I don't like it.
Sakon goes to wash out his eyes while the parasite twin has infiltrated Kiba's body by breaking himself down and then reassembling himself inside of Kiba, who is reflecting on his journey with Akamaru so far, how they're always together. I appreciate the sentimentality, but the flashback segment is too long.
We're slowly fusing together. We'll be sharing a body. I'm going to snuff out your life as only I can, by eradicating all the cells in your body from the inside out.
That's a really messed up way to kill someone.
In that case...
Huh?
What if I do this? Then what happens?
Suicide? You're crazy!
Time for you to die.
And Kiba stabbed himself without even any hesitation. As soon as he really comprehended what was going on, he didn't hesitate. That's why he said goodbye to Akamaru, is because he knew that he was going to leave him on his own after they spent all this time together, their whole lives probably. Kiba! Oh, I didn't expect him to be so self-sacrificing. All of them are really hard to be a ninja, hey? And that "it's time for you to die" line, that one was pretty cool. That was a pretty cool line.
And stabbing himself is fully working. The parasite is injured and in pain, but so is Kiba, and he stabs himself again, forcing the parasite to leave his body. It's wild that he could do it the second time, knowing how badly it hurt the first time. It wasn't a fatal blow, but still. He throws some smoke bombs and gets out of there. At first it appears he left Akamaru behind, though I didn't for a second believe that was the case. And I was right, because it's a fake Akamaru who explodes kunai. That was a clever one. Seeing how much Kiba loves Akamaru is making me emotional, especially as someone who loves dogs. We delve into a flashback seeing when Akamaru was first given to Kiba. Nice to know that Kiba has a sister. We don't really see the siblings of any of the ninja that we follow, and it's nice to know that some of them had pleasant childhoods. Though the next scene is Kiba's mom knocking him to the ground because he and Akamaru need to get stronger as a unit. But I think that's just some ninja clan tough love. The mother's dog is very cool looking. It looks like a wolf. I almost want to say it's a wolf, but I'm assuming that they're dogs, not wolves, but it is very badass looking. The parasite twin goes back into Sakon to rest and heal up. They really want to kill Kiba now. We check in on Naruto, and Kimaru is pretty effortlessly handling his clones, dispatching them one by one with his blades. I'm not sure if they're coming out of his body or they're just like in his sleeves. I'm sure we'll find out soon. Right now it seems like Naruto is more of an obstacle than a true opponent. Like it's just a matter of time before Kimaru disposes of all of his clones because they're not harming him at all. It's like he's stuck in a traffic jam.
Now you know. This is my Keke Genkai.
Okay. So the spikes were coming out of his body. Interesting. This is the first Kakai Genkai that we've seen that has a physical manifestation on the body other than a change in the eyes, right? That's very interesting. The world of Naruto continues to expand.
When I thought of possible Kakai Genkai, I really didn't think of a bone Kakai Genkai. I'm looking forward to seeing the extent of it. Kimaru pulls out a bone blade from his body, and then while all of this is going on, Sasuke is almost finished cooking and his coffin begins steaming, or maybe smoking is the right word. And of course these aren't just ordinary bones, these bones are strong as steel, but Naruto fully intends to break them anyway. Kimaru states that he has 5 dances in his repertoire and so begins with the first. I wonder if we'll get to see all 5. But of course we don't get to see what happens when they collide with each other because now we're back to Shikamaru and that kind of pleasant flute music. All he can do at this point is dodge the attacks. Kiba and Akamaru are being pursued by the twins and they look so beat up. The expression on Kiba's face is this mix of pain from his wounds, affection for Akamaru, and worry for what's about to happen to them. Perhaps even some resignation to failure? Before the twins arrive, he smells the rapid approach of someone or someones, and he recognizes their scent and decides that means they have to leave. So who could it be? Friend or foe? But then I suppose a friend wouldn't make him want to leave. Either way, he's having difficulty moving. He's lost too much blood and he's dizzy from it. It seems like he got into the river to use it as transportation, but I'm not sure if that's misdirection or not. Shikamaru knows what Tayuya is doing, but hasn't quite yet figured out a way to defend it. He says he's got no ear for music. Maybe if he did, he could predict the puppet's movement somehow. Regardless, she's ready to end things and begins her finale.
I'm seeing that the episode after this one is called The Leaf's Handsome Devil. So now I'm wondering if Guy, who is the one who's like approaching that Kiba sensed? Because Lee is the one who said he's the handsome devil of the Leaf Village, but Lee is injured, and I'm assuming that Lee got that from Guy. So is Guy coming to save them? But Kiba wouldn't want to run from Guy. We'll see. I shall watch and see what happens.
Kimaru's bone blade is so strong that he's able to cut through Naruto's throwing stars. He continues to dodge all of his attacks while steadily eliminating the shadow clones. Tayuya is moving on to the next stage of her flute jutsu, and the puppets rip through their stitches to open their monstrous mouths.
I think you know by now that I found that disgusting.
She calls these things ghosts. They're ghosts made out of mouths and bad vibes. Shikamaru notes that they ate his actual energy. They're like hungry chakra, and he wants to stay very far away from them. He needs to take out Tayuya, or he needs to take out the puppet, and he needs to do it soon. I enjoy the way that they show that Shikamaru is smart and they don't just tell us he's smart. I like hearing his thoughts and how he's puzzling everything out. Meanwhile, Kiba is indeed in the river, and unfortunately this is a straight river, so the twins know exactly what direction he went in. He offers Akamaru a food bowl, and the puppy is so injured, so unconscious that he can't even open his mouth to eat it, and Kiba looks like he's going to cry. Oh, my heart! Also, compare the size of these bowls to the ones that Choji took. Puts things a bit into perspective. Kiba places his dog on his head and continues on. Shikamaru assumed his thinking pose and came up with a plan, and I'm excited to see what he's come up with.
The only thing left is to get it over with. I've got 9 moves. I've got to win by then.
Only 9, hey? Interesting. He throws a series of kunai to lay a trap while also drawing Tayuya's attention elsewhere. This misdirection works perfectly, and he detonates a light bomb which allows him to shadow position the puppet monsters, and the way his music kicks in is just so smooth.
Shadow Possession Jutsu! Shadow Possession Jutsu complete. I wasn't listening to the music patterns at all. That's right, your fingers.
So he's been paying attention to every move of her fingers and how the monsters acted in response. What a brilliant young man, and what an excellent memory. Unfortunately, she dispels the puppets before he can use them against her. Or did he see that one coming too?
What the? Shadow Possession success. In any good strategy, the first attack's always a fake-out.
You bastard!
Yep.
He knew that she would dispel them, so it was his plan all along to use them as yet another misdirection. Very clever. You know, I really hope that the Leaf Village takes good care of Shikamaru, because if he goes the way of Orochimaru, they might be in some serious trouble.
So now Tayuya is going to go to the second stage of the curse mark. She doesn't look nearly as monstrous and demonic as the other guys did. The spider guy even had another eye in the middle of his forehead. But now I wonder what Kimimaaru's second stage demonic form looks like. Now Tayuya is strong enough to force herself out of the shadow position jutsu, so Shikamaru has to use his other jutsu, which is like shadow manipulation. He's using shadow to strangle her body. She's obviously very strong in this form and is able to move her body enough to play her flute again, and the world begins to ripple. Some kind of genjutsu, perhaps? He throws a kunai and she's somehow taken control of his body.
This reminds me of the Tsukiyomi, and I wonder if it's as intense as that, because Sasuke and Kakashi were taken out by the Tsukiyomi, right, for time. So I don't want that to happen to Shikamaru, but maybe it'll be okay because Tsunade is there now. Oh, but that is a horrible... Can you imagine how it would feel to watch your body melt like that? Oh, man.
How's it feel to be the one tied up? Die, little rat! What? He broke his own finger with his shadow? The pain it caused must have broken the genjutsu.
I already told you this. The first attack's always a fake.
You know, he's really correct with this like first move is a misdirection stuff, because how many times have we seen someone think they've landed an attack and then it turns out that somebody used a substitution jutsu and it's actually a log.
It's basic strategy. The second move wins the match. With the Shadow Strangle Jutsu, the closer I am to my opponent, the stronger my hold on him will be. It was actually something you said to me earlier about how your only weapon was this flute. The reason I threw my last kunai knife right in front of you, I missed on purpose. You said you didn't have any other weapons, so I knew all along that you would pick it up and come closer to me.
Well done, my boy. I feel so proud of Shikamaru. It's a shame he doesn't aspire to be Hokage too, because he'd probably make a pretty good one. Or would he not want to be in competition with Naruto? You know what? He probably wouldn't want the job because it's just too much work. We end the episode with Kiba continuing his way down the river, and now he's even holding a branch over Akamaru to make sure that he's not like boiling in the sun, to give him some shade. And that is very sweet. I really hope these guys will be okay.
It really touches my heart to see Kiba caring for Akamaru like this. It's very sweet. I wonder if this is the end of his battle with the evil twins, or is it going to resume later on? Probably, right? We'll see. I wish I could watch more, but there's no time. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know if you think it would be cringe if I cosplayed on this channel, because I have these Orochimaru's earrings and I actually have a black wig as well. And because sometimes there are like cosplay things here in my city and I go, but I don't know if I can do it on this channel, even though it's an anime channel. Just let me know what you think about that, if you're still around. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. I hope that you have a good day, a good week. See you in the next one. Bye.